There's no one there yet. It tells you 0.
You're live already, you know.
There's no watches yet.
Yeah, but you're already live.
I know that. I can see the 0. Everyone's out metal detecting.
Look, 24 seconds and you're on.
Yeah, but it makes a video anyway, so you know how it works. I can't even see that. Oh dear. There you go. Bring it down a bit. Oh dear. There's one person there. Wow. Wow. Yeah, I can't even read that. It's so small. It's miles away. Hang on. I'm going to have to bring this bit closer, I think. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I saw some comment there.
Say
Now
hello.
Now it's disappeared. Hey?
You better say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you already have a viewer watching you now.
I know that. I can see. Hello. There we go. Yeah. I'm looking into the sunlight. I can't really read the screen. But yeah, I've been trying to put a new project together, and we're trying to sort out all the parts for it. So where are you? These are the new boards for the new project. Not that you'll be able to tell much about that, but yeah, it's a new audio processor board for metal detectors. So at the moment, we're trying to, we've got an idea of trying to keep everything. We got so many parts drawers. What I'm trying to do is make everything smaller using these things. These, I don't know, screw lid plastic containers, which we're putting our parts in, and they come in a tray. So yeah, basically Chari's been doing that and putting labels on them so we can, yeah, put them all logically in one place, and then when we want to build up some boards, we can actually just grab one of these and get the boards and start manufacturing, because I've got a lot of boards to do in there. There's quite a few hundred of them, so it'll keep Chari busy making these things. So that's where we are. We're just trying to sort out what's what. She's there unpacking these little plastic bags and sorting out what's what. We've got bags of tons of stuff here. I've got no idea what's what. We've got all sorts of voltage regulator boards, battery protection boards, more battery protection. Actually, I was looking for those. So yeah, these are good. They are protection for the lithium-ion batteries, the round cylinder type cells that won't let you short them out, and also incorporates a balance charger. So if you run a couple in series or whatever, they'll make the voltage equalize between the two cells so they don't get out of whack and cause big problems. Voltage, voltage to frequency converter. That was probably some project, I can't even remember. Okay, these were new transistors I wanted to try. One of the fellows said, try these in the front end of the detectors. And these are very, very low on resistance MOSFETs, and very high voltage. They're actually 650 volts. But even though they're meant to be fast, I put them in the detector and it's a slug. It won't switch them fast enough. You can't. And it's not the gate capacitance, because I overcome that using a driver. It's all the other parasitic capacitance in these devices. So yeah, that went pear-shaped. You better work out what they are. I can't read that. Read the number on those little devices. See what they are. Now, just making sure.
They are very tiny. I can't see
Okay.
them.
What are these? Are these diodes or transistors?
That one, I can't figure out what it is.
You can't figure out what it is.
Yeah.
That's these are the low noise PNP transistors, BC587. You can write on that, BC587. Oh, you want me to write it? Okay. God, that slipped.
That is so tiny. I can't
See.
read it.
5, 8, 7.
I don't know. That's so tiny.
Yeah, trying to read numbers off ICs. Oh, I can't read that either. This it's like the sunlight's coming in, but it's blinding at the same time. Yeah, you could probably hold it up on the camera. Someone could read it for us. They're going to go everywhere. Put them in a container, and I'll work out what they are. I might. I normally use my phone to work out what these chips are. Just zoom it in with the thing, but I'm using it. Oh, you can use your phone.
Where's my phone there?
I haven't got your phone. Your phone's over there. Hang on. Yeah, anyway, detector stuff. I've heard some interesting things. I really have. Everyone, as far as I know, is bringing out new ranges of coils. Isn't that amazing? All of a sudden, these new coils are coming out. And we'll just... Dave was here just a minute ago. We were talking about what possibly could these new coils be. And we are all thinking that they might be based on the separate Faraday shield wire, as in the shielding of the coil is run on a separate wire back up to the detector case or whatever up there. And what I did, I did some testing with some coils running a separate ground, not bringing the earth directly in the braid of the cable in the coil back up, just running it as like the ground is, it's all grounded in there, but it's not connected to the braid, and having it on a separate wire, bringing it up and taking it to a ground point up the top, it actually lowers the noise. So this might be the new range of coils. Okay, we have a chip here, and that just looks black to me. I don't know if it looks black.
Yeah, it is very clear.
Where? What are you? Oh, hang on, I'll zoom it in. Oh, guess what they are? These are LM555, 555 timers. What they are doing in that batch, I don't know. So, okay, well, they need a home anyway, so we better make a label up for those. You can write that, LM555. Yeah, everything's got to go in little containers, because if I have bags of stuff, it just goes everywhere. And like I say, even in the drawers here, remember I was saying, oh, I don't know if you do know, but you know, I said there's all this stuff I got in, and I didn't want to bring it into the workshop because I'd lose it. There's tons in here. Oh, God. We have to sort this stuff out too. What on earth's that? What's that?
Velcro.
Velcro. That's mini Velcro. Okay. I got like these boxes of stuff. Oh, okay. I've got heaps of these little vice things off Alibaba or AliExpress. These are great for putting on your bench. They really are, because you put it on the bench and you can hold everything you want to work on. Just open her up, and that's the bottom clamp. They're only like $3 each or something. They're dirt cheap. So yeah, I've got a few of these, but now I've opened it, I won't get back in the box. But no, that's over there. There we go. Go in. Won't go back in the box. Of course not. Yeah. Yeah. So that's Velcro. Don't know what I would have bought Velcro. I got rolls and rolls of big Velcro. I don't know what I'd buy that for. Yeah. What are they? Yeah. USB-C connectors. You can never have enough of those. And what are these? Oh, this is a handy gadget. If I get the little tie off. Okay, it's USB. Hey, look, it's the three-headed snake. It's USB, and it's a thick cable. Okay, that's USB-C and Lightning, and what's that one called? USB what? The one that's a little bit offset.
The small one.
Oh, I don't even know.
You can go to headphones and stuff. I don't know.
It's a yeah, whatever it is. I don't even know if it's a USB type, but yeah. See, I've got all these things in drawers. I don't even. There you go. You can have a look at the end of that. I don't know what that. There's a C there, and there's something else.
That message.
Yeah. Micro USB. That's what it is. Micro A, is it? Yeah. Thank you. I don't know. I just say, yeah, that's the plug for that. I don't bother even looking at what they are. I just, that's a bit different than a normal USB or a USB-C. So yeah, it's a micro. Good, excellent. Now I know. Okay. Tell you what, there's a lot of these things here. For that Dremel-y thing I got, the amount of polishing. Chari's laughing her head off for some reason. This is like, Chinese doing the sell online. Yeah. Yeah, I bought all these. Have a look at this stuff. Wow. If you want to get rid of paint off MindLab circuit boards, use these little brass Dremel bits.
Looks like you're having it on them.
Well, I'm just saying there's parts in the drawer. I was going to get them out, and all this stuff started coming out. I got tons of stuff around the place. I think I buy so much I forget that I've got it. But yeah, and these must be stainless steel ones. Are the same, so they're not even expensive. This stuff, and yeah. So I was actually looking for guys more packets of these. Hang on a sec. They go in there. I reckon I could paint strip the whole house. I don't know why I bought so much. Probably because it was just cheap and I bought it. But anyway, hang on. Good. There's nothing in the other drawers, is there?
No.
Okay.
Only
that drawer. Good. Yeah. So guys, keep your eyes open for new coils from the existing manufacturers popping out. See, people were telling me you couldn't get coils. Now, so what have they done? They've stopped manufacturing, so everything else disappears and then they bring the new ones out. I think that might be what they've done. They want to get rid of old stock and then bring out the new stock or new type of coils. And someone told me, I don't know if this has any truth to it, but I don't know. They're giggling over there for some reason. I don't know why. I think because Zachary came and stuck himself in the middle of the video. Who cares? I don't care. No one cares.
He's so cute too.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's not that funny. Maybe it is. I don't know. Now I've lost my track of thought. Okay, what I was going to say. Don't keep giggling. My God. Yeah. This could be a possibility, and this might be a complete load of rubbish and might be true. But someone said that we might be seeing 7,000 coils turning up with dongles in the coils, not in the plugs. I don't know how that would work because there's enough of them out there. What would be the ramifications of that? New 7000's coming out with dongled coils. Would it be that you can't use the other coils? Is it completely incompatible? I don't know. Maybe just a rumor, but I don't know. I might as well mention it just in case it's true, but it's probably not. So in that regard, yeah, I don't know. So when I started seeing people telling me there's all these new coils coming out from the other manufacturers, I'm just wondering if it's some of the videos I did on coils has tweaked anybody into making new coils. I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows? Might have already been on the drawing board. But yeah, that's an interesting development if it is what it is. But we have to wait and see what comes out. Anyway, I still got more stuff here. I don't know what these are. What are these? Oh, dear me. It's bags and bags and bags of bits and pieces. That is, I know what this is. These are single or two cell battery chargers. And this is the interesting thing about how these were written up, what they do. It said that you can use it for charging one cell at 4.2 volts and, or two cells 8.4, have them in series. And it said it worked from an input of 4 volts to 15 volts. And I thought, wow, that's pretty good. 4 volts to 15. I said, well, you could then charge these batteries if you make battery packs and they're multiple series, 2 series cells, to make a big pack of 8.4 volts. Great for detectors because they're all basically 8.4 volts, all the PIs anyway. You could make a really nice pack and have it so you could charge it. You can use multiple chargers, run the chargers in parallel, or less output in series because then you run these balance boards, and you read it up and you take it at face value of what it is. But then I discovered when I tried to make it work, I said, okay, let's try and charge. I thought it had a step-up converter in it, like it was a buck boost converter or something, and it's not. So when I tried to charge, 2 batteries at 8.4 volts, and I said, I'll stick 5 volts into the charge, it sat there and hiccuped and said, no, I can't do that. I said, well, that's please, anyone making these things up, please explain that if you say it does, say, 3 to 15 volts, 1 or 2 cells, please say, yes, it does 1 cell if, up to 5 volts input or something or other. And then if you need to do 8.4 volts, please say that you need at least 8.4 or 9 or 10 or 12 volts or whatever. So that was a complete stuff up. So what happens now? You cannot get anything over that voltage range at any appreciable current. So I'm going to make my own. I'm making my own. I used to design power supplies, so there's nothing hard about making a buck boost converter. But I will make it so you can shove 3 volts in it up to probably 40 volts into it, and it'll put out 8.4 volts. And do it at substantial current as well. So yeah, it just boggles me the way stuff's advertised. It's like sort of tells you some of the story, but doesn't tell you everything, and then you buy it and it doesn't work. So there's no cheap way out of it. A lot of cases, it's like these boards. I thought about, well, we're not going to go and do a massive big zoom in there because, all the monkey see, monkey copy will go and copy. Not that you know what's on there, but basically this is a complete new audio processor, and also it will do it'll drive little vibration motors as well, and it'll drive LEDs and lights. So if you want to connect one of these up onto your detector, you can have audio, you can change the audio, right? And you can actually use the output to toggle a vibration motor. So if you're totally deaf as a post, some prospectors are, but some people got no hearing; they just can't hear anything. So if you put it on a little vibration motor on a bit of Velcro on your finger or whatever, and have it connected up to your detector audio, that when you go over a target, it'll buzz, 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 and you'll know about it. And I don't know, if you're suffering nerve damage, well, then you can make a light bulb flash or an LED or something like that, or a bar graph. If you want to use a bar graph too, that'll work. The only thing is that out in the sunlight, it's very difficult to see. So maybe you'd have to use something like a TFT display or something you could look at in sunlight, and then write a program for it to drive it as a bar graph display. That would be good. Just attach that to the top of the detector, and as you go over targets, you can have it even change color or whatever. But it's basically the same as the newer screens on the detectors, where you can actually read them in sunlight. So yeah, what's that popping up? I don't know. Oh, it's telling me that I'm live. Fantastic. Thanks, YouTube, for telling me that I'm live. Just in case I didn't know. So yeah, we've got a few things coming out. I wish I could show you what I've got on the drawing boards at the moment. I've got it basically designed, and all I've got to do is now convert it and do my board layout and make it fit inside any of the GPXs. It'll probably even fit in SDs as well, GPs and GPXs, basically all the way up to the 5000. And this is going to convert those detectors into something like a completely new detector. And it's, without saying too much, it's going to completely, it'll transform the operation of the detector. What's that? Oh, Charlie's put her phone here. Hey, this is delayed a little bit.
Yeah, you can see all the comments.
Oh, okay. This is interesting. Yeah, Charlie's she's put her phone there. It's got all these comments I haven't read. But let's have a look, see what they are. Aussie Prospector, did you just go live, Woody? Hello? I'm alive. I'm live. God, it's got about a 5-second delay. That's really creepy. It's unnerving. Bassem Issa, I always watch you. That's good. That might be creepy too. If you're always watching me. Oh dear. Yeah, you are good. I hope so. So the future is deep nuggets into the future. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Andrew, g'day. Billy. Oh, Billy. How long till your coil shells arrive? That is the big question, because I had some done as a proto, and I don't like it. So I'm just doing a little bit of re-engineering and getting them redone. I didn't get a big batch done. I was going to, and I got a couple done just to check. So that was a good idea. What's this? I've heard just soon Nugget Finder are releasing the Mark II of the round coils. Okay, well, there's going to be something interesting with those. I wonder what they've changed. The only thing you could change, I'm going to look at this logically. I've always carried on about their shorted turn shielding, which I don't like. So maybe they've twigged to fixing that. What else is there? What else is there? Maybe different stranding in Litz wire, maybe a thicker gauge. You've got to be careful with, well, you can increase the gauge of your wire in the coils, but you have to change something in the detectors as well, because it'll current limit and not drive the coil any harder. So I'll let you know that you can do that. If they do that, if anyone does that, and they don't change anything within the detector itself, it'll just generate heat inside the detector and you'll get no more output. So there could be that. Maybe they've changed the inductance. Maybe they've changed the winding pattern. Maybe they've gone to scramble windings to lower the capacitance in the coil to make it a bit more sensitive. It will make it more sensitive by doing that. Neat winding in a detector coil sucks, right? It does. It sucks in the way that the capacitance sucks your signal out of your coil and dissipates it partially before it gets back to the detector. Greetings from Istanbul. Yes. Very interesting place, Istanbul. Shall we say anything about Nocta detectors? No, I won't. But Nocta are bringing out 2 new PIs. I want to know ASAP when they're available, and I want to get my hands on a couple to have a look at. So Nocta, if you want to arrange that somehow, yeah, I'll wave them around and do a video, no problem. But I'm going to tell the truth on them. I'm not going to BS. It'll be as it is. And if they, up to par, well, probably, I don't like saying that because that probably just scared everyone away and they won't let me look at them. I keep getting these YouTube notifications. It says, welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. My address is, my phone number is.
You're reading on my phone. That's my phone.
Oh, sorry.
You're confused.
No, it's also popped up on mine. I think the same sort of thing. But anyway, someone says, do you have an Instagram account? I do, but I don't use it. I don't like Instagram for some reason. I don't know why I don't like it, but I don't like it. I've got a Twitter account, but it's nothing to do with detectors. It's to do with other things like stirring up lefties mainly. Yeah, rumors a new nugget finder are specifically for modded detectors. What? Rumors a new nugget finder coils are specifically for modded detectors. If there's any, if that's along the lines of being realistic, I don't know. Could be, because if you clock the detectors faster, I've noticed this too, that if you clock the detector faster and the coil's a slug, that it can't transition as fast because the capacitance is too high, the detector will desensitize. So I have said before, many a time, that there are some detector coils that work perfectly well on all modded detectors, and some will shut down, like in the 5000, will actually shut down fine gold and also impinge on enhanced timing. It won't work as well. Another question. For example, in my country, the GPX 5000, which is sold as original and said to be imported from Malaysia, is very difficult to ground balance for some reason, and sometimes it does not work at all. I could say some stuff about that. Is it a genuine GPX 5000? And I'll say this because I have had, I don't want to upset the Chinese too much, but in the past I have had boards which are said to be GPX this, that or the other, and they don't ground balance very well. Some did, some didn't. But I did make some discoveries that there was some, we won't say wrong parts, but we'll say, how about wrong values? How's that? Yeah. So that's interesting. It doesn't ground balance at all. I have found that, and, you know, with all that stuff, it's buyer beware. The trouble is when you buy a detector from China and you don't have a manufacturer's representative in your country, it's very hard to deal with warranty issues. What do? I'm just saying that it is what it is. You know, you can't skirt around that. It's if they're going to sell detectors, they should have a warranty repair centre or agent. You don't want to send it back to China. They can send a detector here, say to Australia or Western countries. They could probably send it for about $7 or something, right? Now, here, because it's all subsidised, we try and send that back. You can't send it back cheaply. You'll probably be paying $50 or something, $50 to send it back. It's really, really difficult. It is. So it could be one of the reasons that there isn't a lot of Chinese manufactured detectors coming into other countries. But then again, I'm just saying it as I see it. Okay, I think someone either made a super clone, or most of the ones produced in Malaysia are faulty. Okay. For example, the highest ground balance does not exceed the RX gain at the 13 level. Okay, if that's the case, that's telling me something straight away. I know why. Do you want me to tell you? We'll call it transition speed. Look at the transition speed, especially on the input stage. And up until the 4051 that does the switching for DD, mono, and cancel. Chucks. Yeah, hey, Woody. Woody, 6,000 out of warranty and intermittent head, not present problem. You found that problem. Okay. I have found problems in the 6000. I have fixed them. Have a look at where the cable comes in and runs down to the back of the board, right? That's the cable that controls that signal line, that little handshake EEPROM. It probably won't be in the head unit. Have a look at that. It then goes onto the other board through a connector, which connects the two boards together. I have found that where it connects is a couple of resistors and a couple of capacitors it goes through and heads off towards the micro through, I think it's a 1K resistor. I have found one of those surface mount, this is a while ago, what was it? I think it was a resistor that wasn't soldered properly down on one end, and it was making and breaking. So all I did was just retacked it and fixed the problem. I've also had another one that was, I fixed these things, and once I fix them, I sort of, because I move on to other stuff and I don't recall it until I come across it again. But check the connector between the boards. If that separates, makes or breaks or anything as well, just pull the damn thing apart, separate it, and put some contact cleaner in that mid connector. That is what I would say. And you mentioned coils that shut down with modded machines. It can be any coil, any manufacturer, and it's not necessarily based on coil size. It's basically how the coil is made. It's very, very difficult. What you need to do is check the self-resonant frequency of the coil, right? And the way it's all put together, it's very, very well. You can do it, but you really want to do it with the shielding disconnected, and just measure the coil itself to the shield. Just check the capacitance, and if you did that on a few coils, you'd sort of get a leaning towards what coils are made better than other coils, because they usually would have a higher resonant frequency. All you do is you just put the coil on a signal generator, okay? Put a small resistor in series with a lead, just measure with an oscilloscope connected across the resistor, tune your frequency, in the high hundreds of kilohertz or whatever, and just see where the self-resonant peak is. What you'll do is you'll see the voltage rise across the resistor, because that coil is now not acting as a load. It's in self-resonance, all happy, and it's not a load on what you're shoving in there. And usually the higher the self-resonance, the better the coil. Are the Chinese detectors any good? Well, they've been making them for about 25 years and they haven't gone out of business. They've got a whole heap of detectors. Like I say, just have a look on Alibaba or AliExpress, and you'll see what they make. There's a lot of the detectors are very generic, just like normal VLF type detectors. They work depends on what you spend. If you're going to spend $25 on a detector, you're going to have a $25 detector. No Western manufacturer, as far as I know, makes a $25 detector. So, you got to be careful. God, someone should set a website up and do reviews on Chinese detectors, shouldn't they? That probably gives people an idea now. You could buy them very cheaply. I could probably get them. I could probably get the Chinese manufacturers to just send them to me, and I'd just test them out. But I'm going to tell the truth. I'm not going to, tell fibs about them. If it doesn't work, I'm going to tell everyone it doesn't work. There you go. I don't get any detector sent to me, right? So it's just what it is. So what the blue line in the center, the blue line. Which board, mate? It's the wife's. Which resistor? I can't remember. I'd have to go and look at the board, and there's a batch of resistors that sit. This is on the 6000. There is a batch of resistors that sit just under the main microprocessor. and one of those is the line for that handshake signal into the micro. Just be careful in that area. Make sure you don't zap anything. Don't have the detect dirty power on it. Make sure it's really discharged. But somewhere there, you just touch them all, or trace it. Just trace it with a multimeter. You'll find out where it goes. It just beep, 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 and then where it doesn't beep is where the problem is. So, oh dear me, it's not that simplistic, but it's very hard for me to explain something that is. It's you have to know what you're doing. You just got to know what you're doing. Okay, it's like just hard. Yeah, it was a resistor. I remember it was a resistor. It could have been a 1K resistor. I think it was 1K, 1,000 ohms. But which one it is, I haven't got one in front of me, so I can't point it out and show you. Whoops. I touched something I wish I didn't, because this is not my phone, this one. What, 300 nanohenry? What's 300 nanohenry? There are little ferrite filter things that look like 0805 size resistors. Yes, they are there, and some of them are around the nanohenry levels. Yes. Okay. Which mic are you on now? Sounds good. These are the ones that came in that little charger pack. And I can't unplug it and show you because the audio will drop away. But they were cheap. I got these on eBay. $15 for two, and a charger pack that they drop into and it charges, and unbelievable. Cheap. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, people do send expensive equipment to YouTube channels, but if you said something bad, you wouldn't get any more, would you? So I would put that down as instant bias. So someone on a YouTube channel getting sent something for free to make comment about it is as good as a television commercial, if you ask me. Right? You probably have got good reviewers out there who, but as soon as you have some sort of vested interest in doing something, you're biased. So it's like Democrats trying to hold on to their jobs at the moment over in the US. I think that's a bit of bias, isn't it? Dear me. I won't get into politics. I think it's very, very funny. That's all. And this thing said low battery now. Hang on, I was going to poke it. There we go. Yeah, it said low battery for some reason, because it is. If it cuts out, it does. But yeah, pulling the boards apart may be hard due to plastic glue. No, just pop it where it's got a little bit of plastic glue. It's got a little roughly cast piece of plastic in the bottom corner. Just pop that, or grab it with some needle nose pliers and just give it a bit of a bend. It'll pop out. Pop it out sideways. The problem is they have used little standoffs with little mushroom heads on them, and if you don't squash them down good enough, they snap off. They'll break. That is a problem. But I've seen somebody, what they actually did, I don't recommend, well, I don't know, do I recommend it or not? They actually got some plastic threaded rod, and they broke all those out, and they put those threaded rods there, and they put plastic 6BA screws on both sides of the board, screwed it in, short thread so it doesn't bump into each other. Because those mushroom-headed things, if you don't squeeze them properly, they break. the other thing too, they're very close to surface mount components, and some of them you do not want to try and crush them in to get them out and slip and go through the board. That would be a $8,000 mistake. Don't do that. So I don't like saying to people, pull your detectors apart, because it's not like bricklaying or something like that, or knocking down a brick wall. It's like doing brain surgery, right? You don't want to slip and go, oops, there goes the eyesight or whatever. It's quite, you got to be damn careful. Yeah. The menu loop I made is the menu loop I made is 35 inches inside, even mate. Oh, you coil. I know I can't menu. Your loop you made is 35 inches. Even made a double D loop. Good. You can make coils. Anyone can make coils. They're not hard. Like I say, I've got a whole heap of mono cable if you want to make coils. I think David's put it up on DetectorMods.com if you want it. I haven't even looked. I don't know if he actually has, but he was going to. I don't know. He worked out the shipping price and everything, I think. So, yeah, I'm all tied up with. I can't even look. I've got one phone here and this phone here, so I can't even look to see. I did a free one and a 3D. Oh, God, it's got stuff over the writing. Hang on. Printer was rubbished product on my YouTube channel. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look at your YouTube channel to find out what that was. So I think that's all the messages that have popped up. Yeah, good. So yeah, these new coils, I'm intrigued to see what they are, because I wonder if any of it has come off me talking about coils in the past. And like I say, I don't mention everything there is to know about coils on this. I just won't do that, as you probably might guess. But I can give you some feedback. The fellow who got the 6000 coil, remember the one I did with the dongle? I made it into a Sadie type coil, 6x8. Yeah. He's running around with it still because I haven't got it come back, and I've still got his other coil here, his nugget finder coil, which he said keep that as collateral or something, like so that he doesn't run away. I said don't have to do that, but he he says it is super sensitive to anything, and it's quiet. So I made a good coil. Yeah. Yeah, it could be made a lot better, by the way, but it did. It made a really good call. The feedback I got was really good, and I think in one of the other videos I put some clips of his on the video. So yeah, that's that. Apart from that, yeah, I've got other things on the go, and I think I might have mentioned once or twice that I have with other people. Big exploration leases here in Australia, and some of them have been granted. It's only taken forever, and I'm sworn to secrecy on the next part, but I've been told I'm sworn to secrecy. But there's things happening on the. Thank you. There's things I didn't even see that turn up. There's things happening on the mining front. Gold. It's all gold, and when things are all sorted out on that, I'll be letting you all know, because this is going to be really, really good. This will. It's a lot bigger than modifying detectors. I'll tell you that right now. It's it's about 100,000 times better, at least. But I can't say much about it. but I have mentioned that in the past, and yeah, things are happening. But like I say, I really can't mention anything more about it. But once it's all done, signed, sealed, delivered, or something of that nature, yeah, I'll make mention of it. Yep. Until it's in the public domain, I can't. The loops on my series have good stability and strength. I was inspired by you and used your experience in most of my work. Well, that's very good, because if you copy what I do, it'll actually work. Billy, yes. Billy, those, I got some of those FETs. They look great on paper. They don't work in the detector. Yeah, you can PM me. Yep. These bigger. I need to. Oh yeah, you need to crush more quartz. Good idea. Yes. Chuck, you should talk to Billy about that. About crushing quartz. Billy knows a lot about that sort of stuff, and we'll say that we'll say in the realms of being a chemist. Yeah. So smiley face. Yeah. I used to experiment with that too. I did experiments using God. I was using. Would you believe I was getting leaching gold out of crushed quartz with amino acids? Yeah, it was some. I can't even remember what it was now. I haven't done it for a while, but it was. I was using particular amino acids, and using a mix of amino acids, and yeah, what was the other stuff? Billy, yeah, I was crushing ore today. There you go. Yeah, so the fellow who's got the line above you, you should contact each other because you're both doing the same stuff. You might be able to help each other. So, yeah, I'll leave that there. Anyway, my phone is going to die. I can tell it's starting to do a little flashing symbol at the top, so I'm going to die. So I better get off this. I was going to make a proper video and, do some more talk about construction of coils. I've got some really good ideas, but this is the whole thing. If I tell everyone my ideas, the commercials run away with it and make them. But then again, who cares? Maybe it's a good thing. Yeah. What's this? Yep. I was able to. I got symbols over the writing. Oh dear me. Coal, using coal ferrite. Coal. I'd use manganese nickel ferrite if I was you, but anyway. You can send, if you've got videos, you can put them up on YouTube and send me links to them, or send them by email. I'll watch them. Yeah, all good. I'll watch anything because, yeah, educating yourself about everything is really good. If you don't watch and learn, you don't know, and everything melds together. It's sort of one thing helps another. It's amazing because I've done lots of different things over the years. It's funny that some of the stuff I've done years and years ago when I was actually building up LCDs for gasoline pumps or petrol station pumps. We were making 800 what were they? 800 hertz or 800 hertz high voltage drivers to drive phosphorescent backlighting, and I was doing all the etching. If some whatever the glass has got on, some Brillia type derivative, doing all that, sealing them up, making etching all the lettering. I was doing everything like that, and yeah. It was really good. Now, Chinese do it. Bye-bye. It's like doing satellite receivers and stuff like that. Nah, Chinese do it. Bye-bye. Yeah, everything. Chinese get into it, you can't compete. That's the end of that. So you got to get into things where they're not into, so that you can make a living. So as they get more and more advanced, it's going to encroach more and more into everything that goes on, and yeah, we'll all be on the unemployment scrap heap. Yeah. Here we go. What's this? Ask Dave. Oh yeah. Oh, you're saying the other fella. Yeah, ask Dave for my email. Yep. You can see all that. Yeah, you guys would have a really good conversation, getting to know each other. Anyway, this is going to go dead, so I better cut it here. And I'm just going to see. I'm looking into the sunlight coming through the window. It's really, really bright, so I can't really see much. That's why I had to look on this other phone. But yeah, I'm going to reach over and hit the X button. So catch us later, guys. If you want to know anything, send emails. Or you can say it on this. Yeah, I'll go for them later anyway. Catch us.